And CECC May Madness Smash Brothers Ultimate Open Bracket continues. Top 64. Winners quarters. JeJaJeJa, who we've seen on stream earlier, put an absolute clinic. Regalo, fresh off winning the championship here at CECC. Dispatching of that highly touted reigning champion Fisher squad. He also took out another Fisher player, Tony Pajamas, in the last round. So dishing out pain to everyone from the Massachusetts area today right now. But we are going to see getting into things on the Lucas. He played incredibly on stage earlier. He was giving it to some of the best players in the game. So this should be a fantastic matchup.
And Lucas is a character who can play, play campy with the PK fires and stuff like that, but then suddenly just start flexing mechanics with that with the tether grab in the air or the Zair. You have a lot of cool movement options that you get off of it. There's cool like wave dash kind of stuff you can do on Lucas as well. I believe it's with the down B there. A very technical character, so it's one you don't see too often, but when you do see a strong Lucas, it's like, wow.
Yeah, and especially going into the later stages of this bracket, so many of these players are just so damn good. And I mean, I think the Bowser Jr. has been kind of the story of the tournament. It's been the weird pick. It has been running roughshod over excellent players all day. So another matchup we have yet to see. First Lucas of the weekend as well.
Yeah, that's true. First Lucas here on stream for us. And keeping it even, too. That's a great little grab off of, was an F tilt there.
The field goal is good.
Just like Ness, Lucas gonna have nice kill throws pretty early on. Look at that, the back air sweet spot into the spike. Continues the combo off the platform. 60% immediately, all extra credit. Oh, he's got the double jump, but PK Fire hits himself off the stage, or PK Thunder back up. Down. JeJaJeJa went low for that one. I couldn't even tell if JeJaJeJa hit him there. They were like inside the stage for a
I didn't know who was going to end up dying.
I think he might have just PK Thundered himself into the stage and back down on the second one.
Yeah, I think he hit the very bottom middle and then went up to the right and hit it again, I think. So JeJaJeJa luckily was able to find the stock, but you're still going to be decently behind. He's got the stock lead. Only at 14%. We talked about how hard this kid can hit. This kid has absolute hands on him right now. So JeJaJeJa got to stabilize a bit, got to get some damage, got to see if he can get a nice quick stock.
And just like Ness as well, honestly, even more than Ness, the sweet spots on Lucas hit hard. And you can have a lot of moves such as the sweet spot back air. We saw it with the spike convert into some more combos. You can convert that into smash attacks as well at certain percentages, and he's constantly looking for it at the ledge. It's a great option there because it covers a decent amount of space. It's got a decently active hitbox as well. Able to just land pretty safely, but JeJaJeJa now,
what a
control of the ledge, control of the air. The back air is solid. Still at 70% on this last stall.
Yeah, but considering he was down a stock and Lucas was at 0, this is at least a playable game state now. Before, it was looking a little bit doom and gloom, but JeJaJeJa, nice way to keep the morale going, keep yourself at least in the game. Obviously, Regalo just looking for one more nice hit. He's probably going to.
Yeah, and I think something like the forward air right there is going to be enough to take it. That's game one for Regalo. JeJaJeJa did take him to the last stock, which is something to that, especially with how strong Regalo started off that first game. And, that's going to be the kind of just the theme of the weekend here is longer sets as we get into this top 64 bracket. Longer sets, they're going to have more time to adapt, getting into game 2, 3, possibly 4 and 5 there. Regalo, though, you keep that momentum up. A lot of his combos seem to just hit Kirby very, very well and pretty consistently as well. JeJaJeJa having a tough time DIing out of those. Honestly, when it comes to Lucas, such a mechanical character, as I was saying, I don't know all the percentages for all of these confirms and everything, so I'm kind of just working off of the eye test, like we like to say here, but looks like we're going back into game 2. JeJaJeJa looking to bounce back, try to tie up the series here.
Yeah, I mean, that last game was still really, really close. He fell behind a little bit early, had to make up a lot of ground, made up a good chunk of it, but ultimately just fell a little bit short. So you come in, make those small adjustments, make a couple minor tweaks, get a little bit safer in some instances, and then you try to win this game too, even up the series as you go on the rest.
Actually such a fan of the back air. It's such a good move on Lucas. Why would you not use it at every option? Able to actually pop himself back up to the ledge. Gallows, give him a little bit of a boost thanks to that wall. That's what you can do with the PK Thunder on the recovery. As long as someone like JeJa isn't going to go down there and try to contest you, which can be very risky to try and edge guard that move as well if you do end up getting hit by the loop itself. So something you don't really want to contest too much. The Regalo should have an easy time getting back to ledge.
Yeah, looking to take the first stock once more as well. Got him up to 125 plus. Now it's going to be JeJa, though. JeJa to regain control of the stage. Is going to try to keep Regalo all the way off, but he is going to send him on his way. So great job to bounce back from game one. Now you got the early lead. Granted, you might be looking at a 1-1-0-0% here if you can find this kill.
Remember when I said contesting the PK Thunder is super risky? Well, the down B from Kirby is a great option to get it done because you're essentially invincible while you're in that until someone does hit you out of it. It's such a strong hitbox there as well, so he's going to take the kill off the side. Early lead for JeJa. He's the one getting extra credit this time.
That's picking up where he left off earlier, keeping the combos mixy, keeping all aspects of the stage, trying to see if he can find these nice small windows to punish. He can find this damage over onto Regalo. But this Lucas, as we said, he can get this damage back basically in the snap of a finger. All the hand stiff, all the mechanics checks that you were mentioning earlier as well. So, and we talked about both these guys. They've been playing great players all day. They've been set up. They've been warmed up. Now it's just about who can out-execute the other. And right now, I mean, the first game basically 50-50 toward the end. This one leads the same way.
Down air into what? Now to convert the mistech does mean the follow-up hit off of it. A lot of percent brought back for Regalo right now as he's evened out the stock pretty well, and both players in kill percent. If JeJa goes off stage, if he commits to something like a back air here, he can easily find the stock lead again. It's at the ledge right now.
Yeah, we are literally dead even, nothing between the two eventually, though. Regalo will find the kill shot onto JeJa. So, early lead has been taken away by Regalo, granted. Still anybody's game by every stretch of the imagination. Now, if you're Regalo, you're just trying to play with house money, try to get some free percentage here. He is doing an excellent job of doing so. Try to give yourself that little buffer, that little extra. So, if things start to maybe go a little bit sideways, you just got to find that one combo.
Yeah, and you know, the back airs, as much as he's been throwing them out, the sweet spots have been few and far between, but the forward airs, he's been godlike with hitting those sweet spots. I love that option from JeJa. He committed to it the first time. It worked so well. Just keep doing it when you see Regalo in that same situation, because once he commits to the PK Thunder, he's sitting there like a sitting duck in the air.
Yeah, right now 112 plus. You've got to play flawlessly, and yeah, it's only going to take a couple of seconds there. That is going to be Regalo grabbing 2 games in a row, fresh off a championship, fresh into a 2-0, fresh off of a 3-0 the previous round. So this guy on an absolute heater. Basically, I think they got here at 10 a.m. to start playing the finals, something in that ballpark. So these guys have been here. They've been playing. They've been going through the ringer, and so far it is showing.
Yeah, a little bit more experience right now. Hands are a little bit warmer. Also, Lucas as hell, I gotta say, and it's such an exciting character to watch. And all credits to JeJa as well. Super sick on the Kirby. Able to adapt to that PK Thunder as well with the down B. We were talking about that. It's a great option. And we're seeing, too, on PS2 on that first match, Regalo had such an easy time getting back to stage, bouncing off the stage and stuff, and JeJa figures out the option to shut that down, and the games immediately become tighter, yet somehow Regalo still pulling it through at the end.
I think that's what great players do, though. They will find a way to win regardless of the situation. They'll find a way to make it competitive, at least give themselves a chance to win. You're rarely going to see a great player just get completely blown out, not make any adjustments, not make any on-the-fly adaptations. So Regalo, been there, done that, off to a fantastic start in the closeout game.
Yeah, really high percentage early on. Off the back, some of those spots, and the PK freeze, too. He started using it at the edge. That Kirby there's a giant spot on the screen where Kirby cannot recover that PK freeze. Trying to get stuck in that one. You get hit by PK freeze at the ledge, you're essentially flying into the blast zone.
Nice job to get back by Regalo in the turnaround. Great job to recover to the ledge, turn that around, and send JeJa way off into space. Fantastic work out of Regalo. You found the first stock. Now you can look to put some pressure in. You can see he's up 2-0. He wants to play aggressive.
Yeah, it's off FC there, but JeJa so low with him, able to hit that up B. Untechable right there. So high percent from Regalo. Tying it up, but it seems like that's the way JeJaJa's finding kills now is with that downbeat into the PK Thunder. You can't be relying on that every single time.
And he's only getting that because Regalo's getting to 150 and going, if I can get 50% off you in one of these crazy combos, I'm kind of okay with losing the stock. I'm still going to have an advantage. I'm still going to be in the driver's seat for this competition. So Regalo just trying to keep that even kill pace right now. JeJa has been very close both games. Both games definitely could have gone either way toward the end. Have a little off-screen action. Very, very dope indeed. JeJa, fantastic way to steal that stock, and now you finally have a lead.
And Regalo, he's been trying a lot of, drag down nairs off the stage and stuff like that, but up against Kirby, so many jumps to work with. Now Regalo, disadvantage off the stage, just whiffs the neutral B there. That Regalo's back. Worried about being too close to this blast zone, but in the blink of an eye, JeJa has completely turned this game around.
Absolutely he has, and this could be the turning point in the series that gives you confidence. You were so close both games where you feel like, I can get this guy. I know I have the juice to take him down. Then you walk into game 3, you actually start executing the game plan. You really start to figure out how the matchup is going to play, how this is going to play, but you still have to close this game out. There is still a chance for Regalo to get back on here, put together some crazy combos and win, but he's got to play flawlessly.
And even something like a back air, a straight forward air close to the ledge, taking that kill. Look at the spike from the back air. Wow. Again, are you serious?
Thief in the night.
3-0 from Regalo. That is crazy. Back air into back air, and they were on opposite sides too, if you saw there. Man, it definitely his favorite move on the Lucas for sure.
I will say, first 2 games were, all 3 games literally came down to last stock. Maybe a 40-50% difference, and then that was absolute theft, man. JeJa has a great part of the mid game, gets the 2-1 stock lead at 55%, and then within 1 minute, fortunes change, and now you're going down to loser.
It's an